Hi guys, welcome back to She Has Your Back. I am finally filming on, I'm gonna put this on YouTube, so you're watching me from YouTube, probably. Anyways, this is my dog Rex. This is my little puppy, my little baby boy. Anyways, just wanted you guys to see him and for him to make an appearance because, you know, I talk about him all the time. So, say hi to your fans. He loves you guys. Well, because this is on YouTube and I can actually talk to you and we can have a conversation, my setup is actually attached to a book right now. So it is only a matter of time before it falls and it breaks and it lands on my laptop that is on the floor. So I'm just going to fix this for a second. Give me 2 secs and I'll be right back. Yeah, that just took me probably 5 minutes to deconstruct that and did not go well. I no longer have a little setup and I'm holding my mic. So everything fell apart. I will have to reconstruct it and figure out the best way to do this now that I'm filming, because before I would just like turn and record it that way, and now because I'm speaking into a mic, talking to my camera, you guys see everything. So yeah, but anyways, I will fix that. I don't have like a desk or something that I can attach my boom stand to. So that's why I have this like Tom Ford book, but I also don't want to wreck the Tom Ford book. I had like a sore throat last Thursday and it literally lasted about a week. And I would wake up every single day and I was like, am I getting sick? Is it happening? Is it happening today? Is it happening later today? Like there was just no additional symptoms, which I found quite strange. So anyways, yeah, I just continued to wake up with a sore throat and then throughout the day it would get better. I was like, I don't think I'm sick. Like I didn't have anything there was no congestion. There was no like wooziness. I didn't have muscle aches. Like it wasn't anything. I just had a sore throat. So anyways, it went away by itself. I feel fine. I don't know what's going on, but I do think it's allergies because it is like allergy season is hitting hard. And everyone I talk to, same thing. They're like, oh my God, my allergies are killing me. Like I have to go through a Kleenex box. Like my nose is just running and it's just crazy. So yeah, I've never experienced allergies this bad before, but you know what? If you're an allergy girly like me, yeah, I'm in the same boat. So pray for us. We're going to talk about something that really rubbed me the wrong way last week. And it's going to be a little bit about female empowerment because obviously I think that this is an important topic and my audience is mostly females. So you know what? Let's do this fucking thing. Anyways, to the topic that I loathe, the patriarchy. You know, I was raised by a very strong woman. And so I stand for women empowerment. I hate when people talk down to women. I don't agree with it. That is a whole other thing. But anyways, this situation happened to me over the weekend and I was really thrown off because I haven't been this uncomfortable in a really freaking long time. Well, let's get into it. So I was at a local business and this guy was just sitting on a couch and I had finished my treatment and I walked out and I was wearing these like really psychedelic pants. Like they were really funky. They're a statement piece, okay? They are. And he said to me, he was like, those are some really funky pants. And I was like, thank you. You know, like kind of passing it off, whatever. Yeah, and then he continued to like talk to me about my pants. And I was like, this is going on way longer than it needs to be about my freaking pants. So anyways, I tried to like change the subject and he took that as an invitation to ask me if I lived downtown. And for security reasons, I was like, no, I live in this quadrant of the city. But he was just like, just so like abrupt and like kind of forceful asking me. And afterwards I thought, like, what if I did live downtown? Like, what if I did live in an apartment by myself? Would he have asked me, like, oh, which building? Which condo do you live in? Which apartment building do you live in? Like, it's just, I don't know, it's weird to me. Anyways, so I had told him that I live in a house, and he then again proceeded to make the comment of, oh, there's a family there? And I was like, no. And so then he made, again, the assumption that there will be a family. And I was like, first of all, why is it that men have the confidence to bombard and be abrupt and just so forceful and forthcoming in their delivery of striking up a conversation with a female? I don't agree with that. I feel like for safety reasons, you need to be respectful. You also need to think about the society that we live in and think about how the person on the other end will perceive these questions. And maybe you're just thinking, oh, I'm just being nice, striking up a conversation. But in reality, you're making the other person very uncomfortable because they do not know you. They do not know your intentions. That comment about me having a family or starting a family, you don't know that. You don't know if I can have kids. You don't know if we're trying and we can't have kids. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't ask that question these days. Like, that's not something that is, it's a very personal question. And the fact that this person does not know me and does not know my situation, I just don't think that it is appropriate, especially in a business setting too, and there's other people around listening to our conversation. Like, we are in a waiting room. It is not a big space. So the other woman could probably tell that I was quite uncomfortable. Anyways, I changed the subject, but it just made me feel very uncomfortable, and I continued to think about it throughout the rest of the day. And it just like gave me an ick, and it kind of made me take a step back and realize that, like, being in a social media space, I'm very sometimes naive to the situation that there are weird people out there, and it made me want to literally like remove everything about me personally on the internet. It just made me so uncomfortable. It just like gives me the ick. I don't know, it's just not right. It's not right. I don't feel that men should feel like they have the upper hand and that we have to be nice to them. And I was talking about this with my friend, and they had said the same thing. Why have we been groomed to be nice to strangers when they're making us feel uncomfortable in certain situations and settings? Because isn't your safety number one? I don't think that that is an unreasonable ask. In this moment, I was being very friendly to him. I was conversing in a conversation that I didn't want to be a part of because I felt like I had to be a part of it. Thinking back, I would have probably told him that he was making me feel uncomfortable, or I would have changed the subject first-handedly. But I feel like we haven't been in situations, or at least I haven't been in a situation like this enough to practice what I would say. I've been in many conversations when I do have to be nice to the person. I do have to be nice to people when they speak to me because I am a nice person. That's who I am. But in these uncomfortable situations, and when you feel a little bit of that ick, I don't think that it's unreasonable to put your guard up and stand up for yourself and take a step back and also put this person in their place. Because it is not acceptable for them to make you feel uncomfortable, for them to question your safety, and allow for other people to also be uncomfortable in this situation. So anyways, for anyone that is a male or identifies as a male listening to this podcast, please just take it upon yourself to respect women and respect women's boundaries. Respect anyone's boundaries. Respect all people. If you wouldn't want these questions asked of yourself, why would you allow yourself to ask other people these questions? Anyways, I didn't want this episode to be a negative episode or an episode about like, I hate the patriarchy, even though I, joke about it sometimes. The men that are in my life are very important to me. They have shown me respect. They have shown me encouragement, and they are a true friend and an ally. So I tend to keep those men close. Anyways, I just wanted to share my little situation that happened on the weekend and, kind of like shed light that, again, you're not alone in these situations. Also, stand up for yourself. On a more positive note, there is someone who I want to introduce you guys to, and her name is Josie. She has created these beautiful, beautiful poems. Some of them are about love, losing someone, your pets. There's also been so many about loving yourself and accepting who you are, loving your friends, your mom. Her poems are so beautiful and so inspiring. I'm going to put below in the show notes and in the description box on YouTube the link to one of my favorite poems by Josie. And I think this is like probably her most viral one too. It is so female empowering. So I want you guys to take what you will from her poem, and I hope that it inspires you. I created this podcast, She Has Your Back, because I want you to have your back. I want you to have your mom's back, your sister's back. I also want them to have your back. So it's like a full circle moment. I want us to inspire each other, lift each other up, care for each other, support each other. Because at the end of the day, we are a village, we are a sisterhood, and there's nothing more powerful than a group of women coming together and just being the powerhouse that we are. So with that being said, yes, I will put Josie's poem in the show notes so you guys can check her out. Check out all her other poems too, because she is amazing and so, so talented. And I just want you to reflect and make sure that you are supporting yourself in the best way that you can, so that you can then give to other people and allow them to see the beauty that you are. So I love you guys. Have a wonderful week. And I will catch you in the next episode. All my love, Meaghan May.